I'm a former New York State Supreme Court Justice. Let me tell you about a rather interesting case. We've all heard about morning sickness. Pregnant women go through this terrible period called morning sickness, and it's really a very painful and a very difficult situation for the pregnant women to go through. There was a drug out there that would take care of this, so-called. Well, there was also some literature out there that indicated that there was some side effects that possibly this drug could produce birth defects. There were a number of cases, anecdotal cases throughout the country, indicating that in a small percentage of situations where pregnant women had taken this drug, there were babies that were born with defects. All right, we're presented with a case. This young child has defects with the hands, defects with the feet. And mama had taken this particular drug during her pregnancy because she had this morning sickness. All right. Now, this company that manufactured it, one of the largest companies, pharmaceutical companies in the world, represented by one of the largest corporate law firms in the world. What this company had done with the hundreds of cases that were out there, they would make nominal offers, very, very small amounts, very small offers. And in the great majority of cases, those offers were accepted in very small amounts. That same amount was offered to us. And we said, absolutely not. Sure, you're one of the major pharmaceutical companies. Sure, you've got one of the major law firms. But you know what? You don't frighten us. You don't frighten us one bit. We went out. We got our experts. As a matter of fact, we got hold of one of the world-class experts, an embryologist from a premier medical university out west. Of course, the pharmaceutical companies had their own bevy and their own cadre of experts because they would give hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants to doctors to hold, quote, clinical studies to see if there's any causative relationship between this drug and birth defects as a consequence of pregnant mothers using this particular drug. And of course, the results would always be the same. The conclusions would always be, there's no relationship. Well, of course, they received hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants, and it was expected, you know what I mean, that they were to receive that kind of a conclusion. But we went to trial. We confronted them. It was a long and difficult trial. We had our own experts. They had their experts. The trial lasted almost 4 weeks. And when it was all over, the company, the manufacturer, paid what was the highest amount they had ever paid for this particular drug, for this kind of a situation. We were proud of our work, but more importantly, we were proud that justice was done for this family and for this little boy. Well, that's the story. And until we meet again, this is a storyteller telling you to stay safe and please keep out of danger.